Jevon Goonjar Gooljar.
So how did you get started in esports?
Honestly, I was like a 13, 14-year-old kid playing I was just in high school, and then me and a couple of my friends learned of game battles at MLG, the website, and we just started playing matches on that. We got really into it, and then we realized there's actual events we can come to and play. So we decided to actually come to one of them, and I went really hard. A lot of people saw I was actually a good upcoming player, and I kind of just went from there.
So what's the difference between someone who's a pro gamer in Call of Duty and someone who's just really good at Call of Duty?
A really good Call of Duty player, like the public, more of the public players are kind of just really good at running around in pubs and killing people and stuff like that. But a pro Call of Duty player, they know how to think, they know how to stay composed in tight situations, stuff like that. And the rules are really different in competitive and public matches. So that's also a big skill gap with public and comp players, that the rules are really different. So.
Did you play any sports growing up?
I grew up playing basketball for a long time. But then kind of when I got my Xbox, I was like 14, and my uncle got me really into video games. I never had my Xbox of my own. So when they actually got me one, I kind of stopped playing basketball and switched into gaming.
Do you think that those sports prepared you for esports at all?
Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I never really thought about it like that. Honestly, probably not. I kind of just really got into gaming. I was addicted. I played 12 hours a day every day. So I think that's what got me here.
What does it mean to be on an esports team?
I think it's really cool, honestly, how big esports has actually come in. Because when I started playing, I've never seen an event big like this before. So it's really cool how much it's grown. I'm really happy I can be on an esports team.
What advice would you give to someone who wants to go pro in Call of Duty?
Honestly, you got to play a lot. It's hard work. It's not as easy as people might think it is. You got to play a lot, play hard. And the biggest thing is finding your 3 teammates that you want to be with. That's the most important thing. If you guys mesh well and work together, then you guys will do fine. You just got to play a lot.
Do you have a favorite Call of Duty map you like to play on, and can you give some advice for people playing on the map?
My favorite Call of Duty map to play on is probably Solar Hardpoint, and honestly the best thing to do is just use a BAL or an AR and just sit on top of the buildings and slay everyone that you see. That's really it.
How have you seen the Call of Duty Championship evolve over the last 5 years?
Yes, 100% I have. I know I've been to all 3 of them, and the first one I went to was in a much smaller venue, and it was a lot less organized, stuff like that, but now it's really organized. Everyone's playing their matches right away, and there's a lot of friendly people here, so it's cool. It's cool.
What are some of the challenges of having to learn a new Call of Duty game every year?
Honestly, going from a different Call of Duty every year isn't too hard, but this one in particular was hard because of the new exo abilities and the exo suits. That I think made it a lot different for everyone else to get into it. Because the skill gap in this game is a lot bigger, but there's a lot more competition now. But going from new Call of Duties every year, it's pretty easy if it's just a standard, running around and shoot people. But if they keep adding new stuff like this, I can see it being much harder every year.
So it seems that every team is taking the speed exo. Is there a certain reason for that, or is it the best exo out of all of them?
Well, mostly in respawn game types where you spawn up and stuff like that, it's better to have the fast exo suit just because you always want to be in the other team's face. You always want to be making the team play your game. With the other exo abilities, they help. The trophy system is good, but I'm an overclock. I'm the fast type of moving guy, so I like using the fast exo suit movement.
So how has it helped that Activision hires pro gamers when developing their Call of Duty games?
I think it's good. I think getting our input into Call of Duty games is really good. It helps out the more competitive scene, because I think a lot of people more have seen competitive Call of Duty as a good thing. A lot of people are playing it more. So I think if more pro players keep helping out, make the Call of Duty games, then a lot of these Call of Duty games will be really competitive.
Do you have a favorite Call of Duty game to play competitively, and why?
My favorite Call of Duty game to play was probably Black Ops 2. I just think it was the original one that everyone started playing. Hardpoint was that was the first game with Hardpoint in it. So I think Black Ops 2 is probably the most fun game that I played competitively.